Hello and welcome back to Byron's Adventures. Now you can see here we're up against two vassals. I actually wanted to try and intercept just one of them, but unfortunately they kind of caught me out a little bit. So this is going to be kind of difficult. It's going to be kind of difficult to deal with, but well, we're going to try our very best here. We have a huge amount of archers, so we're going to be trying to make the most of them, of course. But because we are fighting the Kaoses, they obviously have a massive amount of cavalry, and that might very well put a bit of a I don't know, a bit of a damper on things, I guess. But I'm hopeful that we should do all right. Let's just tell our cavalry and so on and so forth to charge in, and I'm gonna try and do some damage with my wonderful thrusting. Oh yes, we have, I think I found out that I quite like the spear combat quite a bit. As you can see, just so much damage being dealt right now. And maybe I can do a little bit more. Yeah, not so much. Oh, there we go. That's actually not too bad. But yeah, of course, the main thing that we've got to consider here as well is the fact that most of these units are really good at what they do. So if we can try and take them down as much as we possibly can, then I think we'll be in a really, really great position. Because then, yes, as you can see, we do have this currently going on as well, where there's a lot of enemy infantry in the area, and I've got to be a bit careful here. I don't want to get my horse killed. We're actually very damaged right now. Oh, nice. Did you see that? It went for the head. It went for the head right there. That was pretty fantastic. Let's tell my infantry to charge in now as well so that they can start eliminating people, start, you know, giving chase, I guess you could say. And hopefully we'll see some nice kills from them. Oh, what? How? What? Wait a minute. I need to have a look at how much damage that actually was. 114 piercing damage. That's pretty crazy. Wow. That is actually kind of amazing. Alright, I guess we'll just fast forward the battle then, because I'm pretty sure we're going to achieve victory after our amazing initial attack on them. And it's just unfortunate that Byron got himself killed by, I think, an enemy lance. I think the enemy lance was the main reason why that happened. And as you can see, look at that. We're just absolutely running them down so incredibly easily, even though they had some great units. And that's the reason why I was actually a little bit dubious about going in here to begin with, because they had a lot of good stuff. And let me just show you. I actually saw that they had a lot of Kaoses Dark Khans. They had a lot of heavy horse archers. They had some Vlandian banner knights. They had some palace guards from the Azurai, and even elite cataphract units. So all of these things adding up, I was kind of thinking to myself that I would have some problems, but apparently not. And apparently we are able to get 20,000 gold as a result as well, which is very nice indeed. And we're going to be rescuing a bunch of cavalry here. These guys, I've got to make sure that I have... Yeah, I've got a huge amount of space. Huge amount of space. So this is going to be quite fun, because we're going to be gaining a massive amount of units. I'm going to try and gain as many cavalry as I can get my hands on. And... ooh, there's a lot of really good ones. Okay, Imperial Veteran Archers, of course. Khan's Guards. I'd love to be able to get these Khan's Guards, but that's just not going to happen. So I'm going to have to take the lower tier units. But that's fine. That is not a big deal. Alright, these guys are tier 5, so unfortunately I won't be able to take them. There's just so many really good units here, but some of them, of course, I'm not able to take. Should I take more? Yeah, I guess, why not? I mean, I have the space for them, right? So I might as well. No, I think that's it. Alright. Yeah, now that's the thing. We don't really want to be running around super slowly as well, so taking a huge amount of prisoners is obviously going to affect us quite badly. Anyway, as you can see, MONCHUG'S army is right there, and I would like to be able to give chase to him as much as we possibly can, and hopefully, as a result of us doing that, we will be able to I was hopeful that this army over here from Incurion would actually come over and see if we could like team up against Monchug, but unfortunately that doesn't seem to be the case. We have another person behind us right there. Okay, I've got to be a bit careful here. I mean, I could easily fight these guys. I could easily fight them, but I am injured at the moment, or Byron is currently injured, and obviously we do not want to be in a situation where we have to auto-resolve every single time. That's just not something that I really want to have happen right now. Anyway, let's just get a couple of points in bows here, and we can use any bow on a horse. There we go. Okay, so we'll probably go for some more medicine here, a little bit more social skill. And we have a number of other people that have also leveled themselves up. Bruce has some engineering. Yeah, I guess that's probably from him joining us in that previous siege. And that actually seemed pretty good. So, yeah, I guess we'll just get him some additional charm. Bruce is actually pretty fantastic. Look at his vigor and control and endurance. Just absolutely amazing. Yeah, so I'm not going to be leveling up anyone else right now because I would like to get back to this situation that we have to deal with right here. Now, I think I'm gonna try and get in here. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, I didn't really want this one. That's the thing. I didn't really want the guy with 100 units to get into this battle. And bear in mind that Monchug is actually on his way to Tile, if you can believe that, because that's all the way over there. And I guess it makes sense, considering they want to kind of consolidate that area for them. And we are currently at war against the Vlandians as well as the Crusade, of course. But the Vlandians are very weakened right now, so I shouldn't have to worry about them too much. At least I hope that that is the case. So let's actually try and see if I can catch up to this guy. He's actually run out of food, if you can see that. Let's see if I can catch up to him. We're walking at 4.5 actually, so I am 0.2 faster than him, and yet it still took us a pretty considerable amount of time to catch up. So we're just going to do an auto-resolve here, even though that does result in quite a few wounded units. It is kind of necessary because we just want to get that over with and move on as fast as we possibly can to the next target. We'll just take these guys, I guess, and Crusade Lancer, Imperial, yep, there we go. Oh, nice Horse Archer. Heavy Lancer can't be used, unfortunately. Imperial Crossbowman, yeah, give me some of those. Yeah, give me these. Oh, very nice. He actually had some good units to be taken there, so that's pretty cool. And now we will take the loot. Oh, yes. And aren't we really close by? Yeah, we're really close by to Myzea, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to go there, and then I will be making my way up to Tile to see if I can maybe do something to intercept Monchug or something like that. That is probably going to be the best thing that we can really do to, well, combat him in some way. But there you go, there's 51,000 we're going to be gaining from that. I know I still have a number of trade goods to sell, but the main problem is that I think we're probably going to bankrupt them, and I didn't really want to do that at the moment. So, ooh, do I have, how many do I have? I have about 370 units. So, this is kind of difficult. Okay, I guess I will just take some of these tier 3 units out here just to kind of round out our army a little bit. Just a little, just so that we can get about 400 or so, because obviously if Monchug has 600, maybe 700. Oh, wait a minute. Bruce, look at him. He's doing the business. He is absolutely doing the business. As you can see, we were able to, or he was able to take 2 of the Crusade vassals prisoner. Very, very impressive indeed, Mr. Bruce. Very good work, sir. Very nice indeed. Okay, let's try and catch up to this guy if we possibly can. 4.3. He's actually faster than us, but we got him into a tight little area there that he was unable to escape from, which is very nice indeed. All right, so let's see what we can do against him. I mean, it's kind of obvious that we'll probably, get some kind of victory going on here. But how many casualties are we going to take? That's the problem. And let's just get our people into loose formation. Gonna actually tell my cavalry and horse archers just to charge. Like, straight up charge. And I would like to be able to try and bait the enemy infantry into attacking. I've got to be careful here. Don't really want to have my horse take too much damage, especially considering I am behind enemy lines right now. So it would be very bad if I were to get killed now. Thankfully, as you can see, the Crusade Heavy Lancers are actually taking huge amounts of damage from our crossbowmen and various other Palatine guards and things like that. And it seems like our own cavalry are actually dealing with them too, which is great. Oh, nice damage. Nice damage. That was great. Okay, let's see if I can do some more here. I'd like to move these guys up a little bit, so let's actually do that. And I'll try and do a little damage. Nice. Okay, that was nice. Got to be a bit careful though of the various infantry and the archers, because the archers, while they appear to be quite defenseless when you're on a horse, they're not. Oh no, they can still shoot you point blank range and do quite a bit of damage. As you can see, Byron's actually going to get himself killed right here, which is unfortunate. Actually, you know what? Maybe he won't. Maybe he won't. If I can actually tell my archers or indeed my infantry to charge in, then we might very well get some assistance. Because I really don't want him to die, you know, because that's going to force a whole bunch of auto-resolve potential to happen, so we don't really want that. And what is that up there? Do you see that? Some really weird stuff floating in the sky over there. That's kind of strange. Oh well, never mind. That is indeed a victory for us, and we lost a grand total of 5 units. Not bad, not bad, considering we have about 400. Losing 5, especially in a battle against someone that has 150 or so, that is really not that bad. And then we'll be able to head on and hopefully be able to defend Tile. Now, upon taking him prisoner, we have rescued a bunch of troops. And I actually think I'm going to be taking these troops because I have found out that militia, even if they are not exactly great by themselves, but together and amongst other units, they can actually deal some pretty significant damage. So pretty happy to be able to take those. And we'll be taking a couple of other prisoners as well. And then we'll just take the loot, of course, and move on. Okay, so let's just, yeah, we're moving around really slowly now, unfortunately. Let's actually take a look at how slow I'm actually moving. My footmen are still on horses for the most part. There are a lot of them still not on a horse, even though I have so many horses, as you can see, but of course I don't have enough. I still do not have enough, even though I have a massive amount of them right now. Okay, so let's go up to Tile. I hope that there's a lot of people in there. If there isn't, then, well, we're gonna just have to either join the battle, so join the siege, you know, join the garrison, or we're going to have to sally out or something like that, and that might be kind of painful in itself, but we'll try and see what happens, because of course we're pretty much up against it here, you know. We are up against 2 of the strongest factions in the game right now. And obviously the other one is, of course, Britannia. So hopefully they will not declare war on us relatively soon as well. And yeah, I would love to be able to besiege any of these castles right now, but unfortunately that's just not going to happen. Okay, so where did MONCHUG'S army go? Because it seems like he has disappeared, as you can see, because my scouting skill is so incredibly powerful that it should be able to detect him at this range, but it seems like he's not here, which is interesting, to say the least. So where did he go? There's 700 defenders here, and well, this is interesting. I have no idea, but I guess considering I'm actually here, I will be selling a bunch. There's a lot of, they have a lot of money, and as you can see, boom, we have literally just bankrupted them. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually, oh, yeah, okay. I'd like to do that, Actually, that might work. That might work. Okay, yeah, I think we're going to do that. And we're going to just sell those back, sell these back, sell that back. There we go. Okay. And then, of course, we can sell a bunch of armor too, which is exactly what we want to do. There we go. Sell a bunch of this so that we can try and reduce the amount of money that we're actually spending. But here's the thing. Investing in our companions, investing in our children as well is going to make all the difference in the end. Or at least I hope so. At least a little bit here and there. And let's get a little bit of extra food as well, even though they don't have a huge amount. So we'll just pay 147,000 here, which is very expensive. Oh, look at that. I actually did gain another 2 points in trade. So we're going to go and take the trade penalty reduction for equipment. Because, well, it makes sense. And I think I'm probably going to... should I take Cerritos Castle, 516 units, or I could take Epinosa Castle, something like that? Maybe to draw out MONCHUG'S army, potentially, because I don't know where he went. Seems like he disappeared. Oh, no, there he is. That's kind of strange. Okay, so where was he? That's very weird. Okay, so he has 64 heavy lancers and 21 heavy horse archers. If we start to fight this guy, we are going to be either in a great deal of pain or a massive amount of celebrations. So it really depends. Really depends. Okay, well, I guess we are as ready as we're ever going to be. So it's time to fight, Monchug. Oh, I also don't know whether you've noticed, but we have basically the same amount of units. Hilariously enough. And, ooh, look at the power levels. Okay, okay. This is probably going to be the fight. The fight. And if we can make it work, this is going to weaken the Crusade once and for all. And what I will end up doing then is literally just going, disbanding most of my parties, and then making new parties where I will be giving most of the units to them, because I've done that with Bruce, and he's actually doing fantastically well at the moment as a result of the new units being given to him. And we're going to be telling our cavalry and our horse archers just to charge straight on in. We have to be very, very careful here. These guys are going to do so much damage initially. As you can no doubt see, they're doing massive amounts of damage, just, sheerly for the fact that they're able to charge into us and do a lot of damage that way. But that's not really going to be... it's not really going to give them a huge amount of longevity in the amount of damage that they're able to do, unless they can continue to do hit and run attacks again and again and again, but I'm hopeful that that will not be the case. So I will just kind of go around here, do a little bit of damage here and there. Look at this. Look at how much damage they're taking, just purely from our archers. And it is insane. It is absolutely insane to see that. Very nice to see as well. And of course our own cavalry and our own horse archers and things like that are of course charging in at the same time. And let's actually tell our infantry to charge, so we can start to close in on the enemy archers, because otherwise they're just going to continue firing at us and they're going to be unassaulted, and it's going to be a very dangerous game to play, especially considering I'm going to get off my horse very, very soon. I'm actually going to get killed, I think. Maybe. But I will have eliminated quite a few units in that time, which I suppose is decent, not too bad, not too bad. But, of course, I would prefer not to. Oh, nice. We killed that heavy horse archer. Yeah, those heavy horse archers are very, very difficult to deal with. As we know, we purely know that that is definitely the case. Let's tell... Ooh, yeah, we're losing a lot of people right here. Okay, I'm going to have to move my infantry back. Yeah, if I do end up dying here, then I'm happy to die for the cause, I guess. At least for this little moment here. And I'm going to tell my infantry to charge back in again. So what I wanted was for the archers to go and assist them. I was being shot from the side. I did realize that, but I kind of wanted to delay them as much as I possibly could. But that is indeed a victory for us. Look at that. A pretty decisive one, in fact, as well. And how many people did we lose? Quite a few Kaoses, heavy horse archers. We did lose quite a few of those. And of course, a couple of Imperial cavalry. But otherwise, pretty good. Pretty good. Actually, very surprising that we were able to achieve a victory there. I really thought that we were going to have a very close battle, considering the power levels were so incredibly similar. But apparently not. Apparently not. We did lose 55, but we're gaining so much renown, influence, and things like that. And, of course, the ability to take Monchug prisoner. Why did I only get 10,000 gold? That's my question. I got 10,100 gold. That is very strange, considering Monchug has an insane amount of money. We know that. He has, as far as I remember, about 4 million gold, and all of a sudden, now he doesn't, and now he's not willing to give me any money? Okay, that's kind of weird. Oh well, never mind. Anyway, I will be unable to take any prisoners here because I, as you can see, are, we're maxed out. Our party is absolutely maxed out right now, so I won't be able to take anyone, and we will just hope that our forces will be able to restore themselves as fast as we possibly can. And that is indeed that. Okay, so there you go. We defeated one of the most powerful armies that the Crusade has had, I think. I think they were one of the most powerful, at least. And, well, we survived. I'm actually very surprised. Okay, so otherwise, apart from that, who else do we need to fight? Well, that's the question, isn't it? Alright, so hopefully my medicinal skill will start to kick in relatively soon. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Amprila. I think Amprila will probably have a decent garrison, I think. Because what I would like to do is take a bunch of units from there and give them to a party. Let me actually just take a quick look at the current parties that I have right now. So we have Yana. I don't exactly know what kinds of units she's using. And she's at Myzea at the moment, which is actually fine. But we know that Bruce is using some insane units, really, really good ones. And I could potentially make a new party with one of my other children, which might actually make sense. So we probably want to do something like that. And I'm actually wondering how the combat strength is now. So let me actually just take a quick look. Okay, so Azurai, they're the same. Crusade, look at that. They had didn't they have 24,000 or something like that, or 22,000? Well, whatever the case, it was surely over 20,000. And now they have 16,000. Vlandia has 9,400. The juggernaut that we will have to deal with is, of course, Battania. And I'm not entirely sure how that's going to go, because if people continue to leave our faction, as you can see, these guys, I mean, they've stuck with us for the most part, at least at the moment. And I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to end up leaving at some point relatively soon. So a bit worried about that, to be honest. I mean, these guys seem to have stayed with us for quite some time, so I'm hopeful that they will stick with us for the foreseeable future. But, well, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so let's just manage the garrison here real quick. Okay, yeah. So we do have a couple of high-tier units in here, but nothing really amazing. So probably going to have to take from my own army here. So what I'm going to do is we're gonna create a party here, and we'll actually go over to, I think Yara could probably become a very, very good actually, what about Elias? Elias is pretty, yeah, he's pretty good actually. Elias seems to be pretty good, so why not? Let's make him into the enemy infantry, start with -2 morale. I think that's pretty good. Okay, so yeah, we're going to make him into the next guy, so to speak, that will be joining the ranks of our party. And we will be giving him some amazing units. And I'm talking about lots of these guys. We'll give him 30 of those. We'll give him 30 of these. I really wanted to give him some infantry. but I don't have that many myself, so I'll give him 20 of those. Wow, I actually don't have that. You know, my army is actually not even that powerful. It's just that I have massive amounts of numbers, I suppose, at the moment. But, yeah, that's it? Are you serious? That's literally all I have? Okay, I was actually thinking I had more than that. Okay, I guess I'll just give him 15 of these. I could give him some more Palatine Guards, but I really like those, so I kind of didn't want to. I guess he's got 90 something now, so I guess that's pretty good. Yeah, there we go. We'll just leave him with that, and then he can recruit his own units if he wants to. But hopefully he won't get killed, considering he has a number of wounded units at the moment. And that's definitely something we don't want. We don't want him to run over and just get murdered immediately, so I'm hopeful that that will not happen. And we do have some other people attempting to do stuff here, so I will be attacking them. Thank you very much. Goodbye. And I think I would like to do an auto-resolve here. Yep, easy. This should be very, very easy. Probably 2 casualties, 3 casualties. Yeah, nothing really too bad there. And we are able to take them prisoner. So the Kaoses are pretty much, I would say, on the run right now. I don't think they really have anything to really fight us with at this point, but I could be wrong. So, you know, don't quote me on that. But from what I can tell, they really don't have anything. Like, every single person that I can see within my current vision range is not powerful at all. So I should theoretically be able to head in against Myzea. Who's Barnabas is being attacked near Myzea. Okay, let's actually go over there and see what's going on. Barnabas, oh no, by the Azurai. Yes, that's the Azurai, of course, are. Aha, there is the culprit. There is the culprit. Okay, we will be making haste and attempting to fight. Oh no. Okay, so we have a whole bunch of things going on here. So we have another army from the Kaoses, but the army in question is not powerful at all. We should be able to deal with these without too many difficulties. Same thing with the Azurai. The Azurai only running around with 127. Should be able to deal with that too. So I guess what we'll do first is attack this army. But we're going to save that for the next episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.